What's up my Shuggies, Ashley here, and in today's video I am so excited to be bringing a very unique and different video, and that is going to be my version of my DIYs. So over the last, I'd say 3 to 4 months, I have done some really unique DIYs in my home. I was able to utilize these DIYs not only to save money, but also to revamp and elevate my house to make it look that much more high-end. And I collectively wanted to put them together and show you so that if you are doing any small renovations in your home, these may be useful to you. They are relatively inexpensive and have reaped wonderful dividends in my personal opinion. So I'm so excited to share these ideas and DIYs with you. So if you are interested in seeing this video, then just keep watching. Okay, I of course will insert some before images so you can see what this looked like previously, but how much more elevated and amazing does this look now that we have these handles on the doors. I absolutely love the way that they turned out. I will try to show you as much detail as I can. They do have tons of options as far as the actual handles. So if you just have, you know, a baby's room and you don't want a lock on it, you can get a dummy handle so it's got no lock. You can get one with a lock, a key lock, literally any combination you want, you can get. So they do have the square accents, the black accents. It is a very nice, substantial handle. It does come with the piece that you insert here that's flush against, and it did fit in our pre-existing size that was there, so we did not have to worry about cutting that out, which was very nice. I did go ahead and spray these myself. As you can see, I did not do a fantastic job, so I'm definitely going to have to either research and find where they sell these and buy them off of the internet myself, or I'm going to have to respray them with a different kind of paint because it is not holding up. So that is the only drawback to this. Other than that, I absolutely love it. The hinge is super substantial and very easy to assemble. So we did this at the same time. We just went ahead and one person unscrewed the pre-existing hinges, the other person held the door and then screwed them back in, so we didn't actually have to take the door completely off. I mean, you can if you want to, but doing, you know, 20-something doors, we found this to be the most efficient way. So really love the way that it turned out. Again, these are from a different store on Amazon, and I really like the quality of these. These with those handles go perfectly well together. The only thing that I need is obviously this plate, which is a little bit harder to find. But all in all, I love it. Love the way that it looks. Very nice and high-end and elevated looking, and just gives the home a little bit of something extra. Speaking of extra, since we were on the bandwagon of doing this to the doors, we decided to go ahead and do it to the kitchen as well. Really love the way that this turned out. Again, just gave it a little bit more of an elevated look and aesthetic. Of course, you know, I always love black accents as well, so that was a no-brainer, but these were super inexpensive. I will say something that I learned throughout this process. You have to be very careful with when it says it's a 5-inch handle. That means the outer diameter is 5 inches. That is totally different than the actual place that you are screwing it in. So this is a 3-inch where it screws in, and then an overall 5-inch handle. If I had my choices, I would have rathered have the bigger 7-inch outer diameter, but I couldn't do that because that would mean that I would have to re-drill holes for 5 inches, which would be out to here, so that I have to fill these, sand and paint them. I didn't want to do all that. So just so you're aware of that, that's a little tip that really helped me throughout this process. So we were kind of forced into getting the 5-inch overall and then the 3-inch where you screw them in, which is totally fine. I'm happy with how it turned out. But just in case, you know, you have newer cabinets that don't have any, you know, holes in them whatsoever, make sure you're getting the entire, you know, completed size that you want, because that is an important piece to this puzzle. And I'll kind of show you an overview of how it looks together in conjunction with this door beneath our stairs. So it kind of just brings that cohesive black accent all throughout the house. And I do like the gray cabinets because it kind of breaks up the monotony, so it's not too monochromatic. And then of course bringing back that contrasting color with the white backsplash. I just feel like everything turned out, you know, nice and leveled up. Moving on to the next DIY is this amazing flocked tree, and I briefly discussed this in my holiday decor video, but I really love the way that it turned out. It definitely is a messy job, but once completed looks beautiful. I still have to put the lights on these. This is just taking a while to decorate this house this year, but I love the way it turned out. The beautiful thing about this is a this has got to be like an 8-foot tree, and I used 3 cans of this spray. I will link it down below. It is amazing. I got it from Home Depot. It was much cheaper than the ones on Amazon, so don't waste your time doing that because they will totally overcharge you. So I definitely get it on homedepot.com. I think it was $5, and very, very easy to do. Make sure that you lay something underneath as a cleanup, because I did not, and definitely regret doing that because I had to scrub the floor a couple of times to get up the residue. But like I said, also depends on how white you want it. A lot of people want, you know, a lot of green popping through. So if that's the case, you don't need 3 cans. But if you want a very, very white tree, then I definitely would go with 3 cans. So this is what it looks like completed and without any lights or ornaments on it. I love the way it turned out. It's a great alternative because I know a lot of the trees are sold out right now. So this is a great way to kind of get that flocked look that's in at the very moment, but without breaking the bank and buying a whole new tree. I also did a little trick in the bottom, if you can see there, barely. I did put it on a shipping box just to kind of elevate it a little bit because the tree skirt was so big. I wanted to make sure it kind of like fit height wise. So that's a little trick for you if you do end up with a smaller tree and you want it to look a little bit more elevated. That is a great way to do it as well. Again, I know that a lot of them are selling out quickly, so if you get stuck, you know, with the 7-foot tree and you want to just kind of elevate it in an open room, then that's a great little trick to do that as well. So a super easy DIY for you this year that is going to cost you only a little bit of money. All right, you guys, and for the next, it is going to be none other than this right here that I figured out after some serious time. I was trying so hard to find a nice coverlet, and I found a really nice one, this one in particular, at HomeGoods. But the problem was, let's see if we can find it right here. This is a seam. It was a twin. So the twin would go, you know, lengthwise perfectly fine, but it stopped right here at the bed. So it obviously wasn't long enough to fold over and use as an actual coverlet that was big enough for the bed. So what I did was I got 2 of them, and because it was only 19 bucks for less than $40, I was able to just sew them together, as you can see right here. I'll flip it over on the other side. This is the opposing side. So I just sewed them together, and then just like that, I had the most luxurious long coverlet you have ever seen, and it is the perfect match to this bed. So it is width-wise, it's perfect. As you can see here, it just falls exactly where it's supposed to. And lengthwise, it is really, really long. So this is doubled over, and then I pulled it all the way up to the pillows, and then I pull the comforter back, and here we have this beautiful coverlet for less than $40 because it was a twin that I DIY'd in order to make it fit for a king bed. So if you have a king bed and you're not looking to spend a ton of money on a coverlet, do not forget to check out the twin section of HomeGoods for your coverlets. Now, while we're here, I will just take a second to go over this bed. I did update it. I'm really loving the lighter colors. I also did get these 2 mirrors at HomeGoods while I was there. They are going to be in my HomeGoods video that I'm also filming, but just so you know, they were a little addition that I got to this room. But it was a gray kind of base before, but I wanted to kind of lighten it up and give it that more contrasting look since the bed is so dark. So I did find this coverlet or blanket from the, I believe it's Casa Luna line at Target. It's so nice and buttery soft, a very nice neutral color. And then a part of that line is this comforter right here, and I love it because this side is nice and soft and breathable, and then this side is texture, which you know I love some texture, and it's this really nice light color, and it's a linen texture. So you've got the knit blanket next to the linen texture of the comforter next to this nice kind of like ribbed coverlet. So you've got all sorts of textures going on here, which you know I love. And then the comforter did come with 2 shams. The only thing that I'm waiting for in the mail is some white sheets that I ordered from Kohl's. So as soon as those come, I'll have the pop of white, so it'll kind of blend everything together. And then these pillows are from HomeGoods. I love them. They are nice and ribbed and textured, super soft. And then I did get one of these Studio McGee pillows from Target to just kind of bring in a little bit of something extra as far as color. Now moving on to my settee, this is something I've gotten a ton of questions about. I still have not been able to find a dupe for this. It was from HomeGoods, but for all intents and purposes for the video, I just wanted to kind of show you how I mixed everything together. I did get this throw at HomeGoods, and then these are just some old HomeGoods haul pillows. This one I believe is an UGG pillow I got from HomeGoods a long time ago, and then this one is from HomeGoods as well. It's the one from that haul that I didn't like the button, so I just kind of turned it around because it's a nice velvet texture. So again, more textures blending throughout. And then I love, again, the mirrors. They kind of just pull everything together. So it's really turned out lovely, and I am loving how everything looks. So if you have any questions, I will link everything down below for you guys, including the bed if you would like. And moving on to the next DIY. Also, as a quick update, since we are in the bedroom, I wanted to show you this holiday decor. This is that tree that I talked about in my holiday home decor video that I love, but it was too small for my living room. Well, you guys, my crazy ass went back to Target and found it because I got such a good deal on it and put it together. My husband's like, we can put it in the bedroom, it'll look super cute. So that's what I did. Here's how it turned out. We just used our little star from last year. It's from Target too, just some simple lights, nothing crazy. And then I did use this skirt, which was from last year as well, just kind of like a faux fur. I liked it because it was brown and it kind of blended in with the brown accents that I have going in the room with the bed and the dresser. So this is our little tree in our room. And then I took, again, some of last year's holiday home decor and put it here on our dresser, which, you know, impedes on half of the TV space, but whatever. This is just a little sign that I got from HomeGoods, and then this tree with the gingham base that I really love, and it does light up. It has this battery pack in the back, so at night you can turn it on and it looks super cute. I also got this reindeer that's just kind of like this brassy gold color, and I think it's nice because it kind of ties in with the gold that is in the finish of these dressers. So just a nice little accent there. And then on this side, I did have a little Santa Claus from last year, which, excuse the yard man outside. I did have him from last year. I think he's super cute. I love the fact that he has legit fake eyelashes on and pretty blue eyes, and of course he's carrying some presents. He's kind of got that like rustic vibe to him. So I just paired him with this flocked tree from last year, again with the little gingham base. So it's just kind of like a little bit of a rustic vibe going on. Again, I like to utilize things that I have. I don't always like to buy brand new. And this tree I have tried so much to find to link for you guys because it's such a good deal, but I cannot find it. I'm trying to find something similar, so as soon as I do, I will link it for you guys down below. All right, this next DIY is this domain mirror that I found from HomeGoods. So I have one just like this downstairs in my beauty room, and I was able to score a second one. So I decided to DIY this one because, you know, I love black accents, and this one just totally made sense for me. So I used a couple of different black paints that I had, but this one worked the best, and it really just brought out all of that detail in the top, as you can see here. And I really just love the way that it turned out, especially because it's got that matte finish. So it kind of just brought a different level of element to this mirror. And of course, this ribbing detail on the side here, it really just kind of brought that out and made it pop. I'm not sure where I'm going to house it. I have to find a place for it, but I really love it. So I brought it up here, and hopefully in a small amount of time I will figure out where I'm going to put it. But in the meantime, it's a great DIY. Do not be afraid to paint mirrors if you have one, even if they are nice and expensive, because look at how different it looks from the one I have in my beauty room. So I have two mirrors, the exact same, but because I DIY'd it, now this is totally versatile and I can use this in another place in my home. All right, this is the last DIY I have for you guys. This is a pencil pen cup that I found from HomeGoods a long time ago. I've been wanting to spray and DIY this forever, but I wasn't sure what paint to use. So when I figured out that the paint worked with that mirror, I decided to use the same paint for this, and it literally took 5 seconds. I loved the size and the shape of this, but I did not love the color. It was a little bit like light gold for me, in my opinion. So I went ahead and sprayed it down, and I love the way that it turned out. My husband was so shocked at how different it looked compared to the before and after. And I paired it with this little, I love this wooden accent bowl I also found from HomeGoods quite recently for 12 bucks. But it just kind of gives it a nice little rustic vibe and goes with the theme of my Sarah Brook piece that I found as well. So just kind of tied everything in together. I think this is amazing, especially if you are a work from home type person. So don't be afraid to find things, you know, from HomeGoods, Goodwill, Salvation Army, those sort of stores that might not be the color or texture that you want, and just DIY them yourself, because now I'm in love and obsessed with this pen cup, and it literally cost me cents. And it only took me 5 minutes of time. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that DIY video. I will link, as always, everything that I used in these DIYs in the description box down below. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that post notification bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload new videos. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.